What's up, guys? Sleepz here with another episode of my Journey to an Ultimate Team. Happy New Year's, everybody. I hope you guys had a good holiday, a Christmas, New Year's, and all of that. That's part of the reason why I've been slightly inactive, I would say, for the past week. I had some family come over, holidays, and all that, but all that is behind us now, and I think we should be smooth sailing from here on out. We are back at it, and starting this episode off, we are doing a daily Footman Sbc. To be honest, I couldn't even tell you which Footman Sbc this is because I fell severely behind. Like, I wasn't even playing FIFA during the time I wasn't uploading. So these are just like that SBC should be probably like 4 or 5 days old. And on top of that, I also have my Sunday pack, and that's actually from last Sunday. I didn't open it for a few days, and so we're going to start this episode off opening those. So we've got, in this episode, we're going to be going for the end of an era Pirlo. We've got some more SBCs going on. We got some packs. We got some matches. All that good stuff. Let's get right into it, guys. So you guys can tell there, in that first pack, we didn't get anything great, and in our 15K pack, we actually do manage to get ourselves a Billboards players at the very least. It is a center back, and it is Perrin, which I was actually okay with getting, because at the time when I was recording this, it was the time that the 83s and 84s were going for a decent amount because of the SBCs. They're actually still currently out, but at the time the hype was like really high, so they were going for like 3,000-4,000 coins, whereas now they're going for maybe like 2,000 coins, 3,000 coins. So moving on to today's matches, and they are going to be in online single matches because those were the requirements for getting the end of, well, I should say the Footman Pirlo, but the reason you want the Footman Pirlo is so that you can get the end of an era one. So that's what we're going to be trying to do in this episode. I think the requirements are, I believe you have to have 4 assisted goals, which came from chip through balls, which you're going to be able to tell that that's what I'm clearly going for in this first match. There's several times where a normal through ball would have worked just fine, but I just do the chip through ball because I'm trying to get the challenge done. You also, I believe, had to win or play 3 single matches, which is the whole reason we're here in the first place. And the other, the other objective was to assist 10 goals with just any type of through ball. So that is what we're trying to do in this episode. Finish all those to get ourselves a couple of packs, and like I said, that juicy end of an era Pirlo. And starting this match off, this game was going fairly easy. You see there a chip through ball that normally I probably wouldn't have played, and I gotta admit, after trying some of these chip through balls in some of these situations, I think that I kind of need to use them more. Perhaps I underestimate how quick my players can grab onto those loose balls, things like that. Maybe something that could improve my game a little bit. So playing this match, it was a very comfortable early on. You see we're already 3-0 up, and it was, I think, like the 23rd minute. We are going to make it 4-0 there, and that is one of the through ball assists, so that's very nice for us. Into this 46th minute, and now in the 55th, he does take me out there, and I thought this was a little bit strange because this was actually given as a red card. And I've seen over the years many times in FIFA similar slide challenges like this, and sometimes it's like not even a card. Sometimes I would say like most of the times you'd get a yellow for that. For some reason, the referee gave Kyle Walker a red. No problem with me right there. I'll gladly do that because that just gives us more space at the back for these chip through balls. And as I've told you guys many times, if you get a free kick around the edge of the 18, just take it short. Try to do a skill move. Try to do a ball roll. That time was a good move, like a little step over, a little fake there from Suarez. And we make it 5-0. There's a chip through ball, which, like I said, completely unnecessary, but Griezmann is there to make it 6-0. That through ball was meant for Ben Yedder, but it didn't quite find the target, so we're going to play that one again over to Griezmann, and Griezmann is going to make it 7-0. We completely destroyed this guy, and once he got the red, things for him just went from really bad to absolutely terrible. We're all over this guy, a little bit of lag in this one. There's Suarez trying to make it 8-0, but he does manage to clear that one off of the line. Suarez on the ball again, a little 1-2. That is actually a chip through ball, which will give us, I think that's like literally like 3 or 4 in just this one game. It was very nice having a first game like this to easily kind of basically get as many chip through balls as possible early on. There's another chip through ball. There is Griezmann. We make it 9-0. I mean, sometimes in these online single matches, I said it before, you don't know who you're up against. This guy could possibly be like a very beginner level player. So sometimes these scorelines can get crazy because when you play online singles match, you could be playing a Division 10 guy, maybe a guy who doesn't even play Division or Foot Champion. So sometimes these scorelines can be very skewed. So we win that one 9-1. Huge scoreline there. He did manage to grab one at the end, which was a little bit annoying. I would have liked to keep that clean sheet, but no big deal. Moving on to the next match, and this guy was definitely a lot better, and you can just tell by looking at his team. He's got like a lot of the meta players. He's got Nainggolan. He's got like strong players. He's got fast players. He's got it all, so you can just tell by looking at the team. He knows what he's doing. So He does make a mistake in this one. He gives away a penalty, and that one does go in off of the crossbar. And this game was a bit interesting because it was a game where I kind of I don't take these matches seriously. Like these online single matches, I don't care if I win. I just want to get these challenges done. I'm just here to just basically have a bit of fun and try to get this Pirlo. I'm not really playing this competitively, so I kind of just like go crazy with my pressure, because at the end of the day, if you take the ball off me or if I make a mistake with my pressure and I concede, I really don't care. I don't care if I lose. I don't care if you score against me. I just care about getting these challenges done. So as a result of that, this guy was playing like very, very slowly. He was kind of just trying to keep the ball away from me as I pressured him like a madman all over the pitch. I guess he was trying to prove a point to me that he's not really intimidated by my pressure. He doesn't care how I'm playing, and he wants to just keep the ball away from me. He doesn't really care about how much I'm pressuring him. So it led to like not as big of a scoreline, but we still won that one comfortably. Unfortunately, though, we didn't have as many chances to like score a lot of goals and get some of those through balls done. You see there, he had 53% possession, and in most games, although the possession stats aren't terrible, most games I literally have like 55 to 60% of the possession. So anyway, we win that one 3-0. I think maybe we got one through ball in that one, so we're going to move on to this next one. This next game does complete the 3 out of 3 single matches played, so that's what we're looking to do in this one. And this guy had a decent team. He's got player of the month, Sane, not Mane, sorry. And it's a very solid team. You can tell the guy definitely knows what he's doing. He's got the prime Rui Costa, which it seems like everybody online has. It's just completely terrible. And this guy was very good. He actually is going to be the first one to like really give us a match in this one. He actually gets an equalizer there in the 26th minute, and he actually almost makes it 2-1. This is a very similar chance to the one that we just saw that actually resulted in a goal, and a very dodgy defending. We just about managed to somehow deflect that one out of bounds and survive just for a few minutes, because in this next counter, Suarez is clean through on goal. Willian is the only defender back here, and he doesn't really know what to do. He ends up overcommitting. That was a bit foolish of him. Nice fake shot to just cut inside, and Suarez places it very nicely into the top left-hand corner. This was a huge mistake for my opponent. He passed it out of the back, made a mistake, and Griezmann latches onto that loose ball, and we're going to do the low-driven finish into the corner, making it 3-1. And now right here, he is on the ball. This is from kickoff. We don't defend it well, and you guys know from kickoff, some of these goals are just very prone to go in. There's Rashford making it 3-2. We are going to restore our 2-goal cushion through Modric. Gaia just kind of stops the play, waits for a runner, and there he is with that low-driven finesse shot, making it 4-2. And this next goal is a very, very strange. We're on the ball with Suarez. We're going to send him on a run. We're going to look for him here. He kind of gets the ball first. He tries to pass it out. It hits like Suarez on the shin and ends up deflecting into his own goal. And then at that point, I think he was just kind of frustrated with that one. Maybe that just triggered him for the rage quit, and he decided that he would get out of there. So after this match, I actually had 2 of the objectives completed. I had the chip through balls done. I had obviously the 3 matches done because we've played the 3 matches. The only thing I actually needed going into this was 2 more goals from through balls. And I was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. Let's try to get that 1 extra pack. Who knows? Maybe we get something good in it. So I'm going to play 1 more online single match in hopes of achieving that goal. And we start off this one decently. There's Griezmann there picking up the rebound in the 20th minute, but we're not looking for rebound goals. We're looking for through balls. So that's what I'm kind of fishing for in this one. There's Griezmann, but Joe Hart just about manages to get a fingertip to that one to put that one out of bounds. And then from the resulting corner, there is Umtiti. He's going to climb highest and put that one into the corner, making it 2-0, giving us a 2-0 cushion. And I like having that bit of cushion there because normally once you start taking the lead on your opponent, they start making more mistakes. They start maybe playing more aggressive, and you can capitalize on those errors. There was a mistake from him there, making it 3-0, and a bit of fortune for us, but it did lead to us being able to play a through ball. There was Griezmann putting that one in, making it 4-0, and then we are actually going to make it 5-0. Griezmann is clean through. We're going to stop the play, wait for that runner. That's another through ball, and that was the second through ball that we needed. So we've completed all of the objectives at that point, and we are actually going to get ourselves 1 more goal to just for good measure. Just why not? There's another through ball, and there is Suarez making it 6-0. So very comfortable win for us. Everything went smoothly, and fortunately we didn't have to play too many of those online single matches. We only had to play the 4, and we have now completed all of the objectives. So we've got some daily objectives. I'm just going to show myself redeeming all of these. Normally I don't. Normally I just redeem these behind the scenes because who cares about 800 coins or 200 coins here and there. But this time I'll just show it because I am at the same time going to be redeeming our weekly objectives, which is what matters. So moving on to those weekly objectives now. In the process of this, we get a 2 players pack. I believe we also get a premium players pack, which like I said before, I don't really think those are all that great, but if it's free, you know what? Let's go ahead and take that. And then, of course, the thing that really matters, the reason we are really doing all of this is the Pirlo party objective, and we now have that Footman Pirlo. So moving on to the SBCs, we've got a couple more SBCs because obviously we have to submit this Pirlo to get the end of an era. But first, we'll start off with another daily Footman SBC to kind of stack up some packs to open at the end of this episode. This SBC was for a Prime Mix Players pack, and what's nice about this one is I only had to use 3 golds. The rest were just random silvers, random bronzes, so that was a very simple one, enough for us. And then onto the juicy stuff, the ones that really matter, is the Pirlo. So we're going to obviously have to submit the Footman Pirlo. That one's easy enough. There's not much to that one. The whole point of doing this is to get to this point, and we also actually get a premium gold pack for our troubles, which is very nice. And in this next SBC, I actually did have to spend some coins because I didn't have enough 83s and 84s from this area to get the highest overall. I think I had to buy Koulibaly and one other, and I'm actually also going to submit my my red Foot Champions Rodriguez because I just really don't care about that card. I'll probably never use it, so I don't mind submitting it to get myself a 91 Pirlo. And the end of an era Pirlo actually looks decent. The only thing that's really killing him is I think he has like 51 or 52 stamina. But to be honest, guys, I don't really see myself using this card all that much. The main reason I did it, honestly, is because it's a 91 overall, and that can be used for a future icon. If I want to do an icon SBC, it'll really be handy to have such a high-rated player, especially if I want to do like an Henry or a Ronaldo or Ronaldinho, a Hullet, one of those guys. It'll be nice to have a 91 overall in your club if I don't use that Pirlo. Who knows what ends up happening? Who knows what the requirements of those SBCs will be down the line, but having a high-rated player like that in your club can never hurt. Now, moving on to the packs, guys, and in this first one is actually an untradeable, but we were lucky enough to get Pjanic. I don't mind having an 85 overall untradeable in the club. That can also help for future SBCs, and the rest of these packs aren't all that great. As far as value goes, there are some of the more cheaper ones. This one just a premium gold pack, just giving us standard 3 rares. We don't get very lucky in that one. And as these packs are being opened, I want to talk to you guys about something, and that is the Bonucci and Piqué investment. So if you guys have been looking at the market, our Bonucci's and Piqué's have taken a hit. All right, I am at the point where I'm losing. The market is somewhat recovering, I guess. I almost pulled the trigger and sold these Bonucci's actually yesterday. They were going for like 31,000 coins a pop. Today I checked the price, they've gone up to 34,000. But basically what I'm trying to tell you guys is I don't think we're going to make coins on this Bonucci and Piqué investment. At the very best case scenario, we'll make close to our coins back. We're definitely going to take a loss. The only question is how bad of a loss. When I had to sell it around 31,000 to 30,000 coins, I was looking at about 150k loss. So hopefully if the price goes up in the next few days, I can minimize my losses. But it's getting to a point to where I'm a little bit nervous because Team of the Year is right around the corner, and who knows what's going to happen with the market at that point. That is usually one of the biggest market dips every year. So I'm going to probably just sell those guys on for a loss. Unfortunately, the investment just didn't work out. What can you do? Sometimes you win those, sometimes you lose. So I'm going to try to get rid of those cards, and hopefully our next investment isn't all that great. As you guys saw, we didn't get anything amazing out of those packs apart from the Pjanic, and that's going to be it for me, guys. So again, I hope you guys had a good New Year, have a good holidays. Hopefully we smash it on this channel in 2018, and that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you're all enjoying this series. Please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.